Staying with us, the Nigerian Senate is calling for urgent sensitization to discourage citizens from migrating illegally to war-torn countries like Libya. Lawmakers also want stiffer penalties for traffickers, better protection for returnees, and diplomatic actions to end the abuse of Nigerians abroad. National Assembly correspondent Tijesu Adusi reports.
And Foreign Affairs to investigate trafficking networks and unlicensed travel agents operating across Nigeria's borders. They also asked the Senate's resolution were as far-reaching as they were urgent. Lawmakers are urging the National Orientation Agency to immediately begin a nationwide campaign to educate Nigerians on the dangers of illegal migration to unstable countries, particularly Libya, where thousands have suffered exploitation and modern-day slavery. Senator Bassi Albert raised the motion after fresh reports showed nearly 1,000 Nigerians repatriated from Libya this year alone, many with chilling tales of torture, sexual abuse, and forced labor.
A Nigerian woman, Mercy Olugbenga, narrated how she sold her family's property and dropped out of the university to travel to Libya, only to be held captive for over a year, while her blood was repeatedly drained against her will.
Lawmakers expressed concern that these recurring abuses tarnish Nigeria's global image and expose the government's weak protection of citizens abroad.
We need, as much as we talk about how to assist those who are already there, we have to discuss how to prevent more and more Nigerians from going to Libya.
As a matter of urgency, commence immediate sensitization of all Nigerians on the dangers of emigrating to countries that are war-torn.
The Nigerian Immigration and Prison Services should liaise with the Libyan prisons to repatriate Nigerian female prisoners who birthed children in prisons.
The Senate mandated a joint committee involving diaspora, judiciary, and foreign affairs to investigate trafficking networks and unlicensed travel agents operating across Nigeria's borders. They also asked the federal government through NAPTIP and the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs to create a comprehensive reintegration program for returnees with psychosocial support, skill training, and enterprise assistance. The stories are heartbreaking, but the Senate is taking a tough stand, pushing for stronger laws, tighter border control, and renewed diplomatic efforts. Lawmakers say it is time to ensure that no Nigerian is ever enslaved on foreign soil again. Tijesu Adusi, TVC News, Abuja.
ACG James Sunday retired as the former head of Media Nigeria Immigration Service, Border Security, and Immigration Management Consultant. And he joins me live via Zoom. How severe is the issue of illegal migration from Nigeria to Libya in recent years?
The issue of migration of Nigerians to Libya is not something that started today. And the Nigerian government has been doing everything possible to make sure that even those that traveled out were returned back home. I can remember vividly in the year 2017-18, when NIDCOM under Mrs. Abike Dabiri and the former Controller General of Indian Service, Muhammad Babandede, had to travel to Libya to bring back the Nigerian citizens that are stranded in that country. In fact, there was a video, a documentary, when they arrived in Libya. The Nigerian citizens that were in Libya were flying Nigerian flag and were crying and singing the national anthem. That's to tell you that these individuals are patriotic citizens. They didn't just leave this country for fun, but possibly because of the two factors, the push and pull factor. I can hear from the National Assembly analysis from Senator Bassi Albert, Senator Adams Ashomale, and Senator Natasha. These are political statements. There's need for political will. If actually the National Assembly are interested in having Nigerians who depart to return back to the country safely, they must be speaking with the Nigerian Immigration Service, the agency saddled with this responsibility. In the Immigration Act 2015, Section 61 of the Immigration Act 2015, it established in Part 9 of it, there is going to be established within the Nigerian Immigration Service a directorate known as Directorate of Migration. And under this directorate, there are going to be two divisions, the divisions of regular migration and the division of irregular migration. The division of irregular migration has to do with these individuals that travel out of the country. But I want you to understand, it's not every person that is stranded outside the country that travels irregularly.
Okay.
There are people that travels, yeah, fine.
All right, so I wanted to also ask a question, which, do you think that addressing, or don't you think that addressing poverty, unemployment, and insecurity will be more effective in curbing illegal migration than legislation alone?
I will let you know that when we are talking about border security or border management, because I heard that people are talking about stiffening or tightening the border, I don't think there's any country's border that is as tightened as Nigerian border with all the technology deployed and all the human elements that are there. I can tell you for free that the Nigerian Immigration Service has one of the best and highly sophisticated control and command center in Nigeria, far back 2017, and now it has been upgraded. Officers are working 24/7. The systems are supposed to be working. So what the National Assembly needs to be talking about is proper funding of the Nigerian Immigration Service and talking to them directly, not directing another agency that has a bigger responsibility like National Orientation Agency to go into publicity. No, the service should go publicizing what it knows better to do. You cannot arrange with another organization to be talking on behalf of another organization. So please, there should be proper funding for the Nigerian Immigration Service. The Immigration Service should be allowed to speak for itself because it is the person that wears the shoe that knows where it pinches.
Thank you very much, SCG, for coming on the Midday News. Thank you. The control